Belated Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, guys. This is Toaster with World of Tanks Replay. We are in the Batchat 12T today, and we are on Tundra, and we're top tier. Well, everyone's top tier. It's all tier 8 game, and of course we're going for the hill. That's always the play, right? The only tank that they've got that I worry about is the Lynx and the M4190 GF. The two Lissas are fast, but not as fast as our Barask, who does come and help us. So we're going to go ahead and give him a hand if we can. And he is up here without much help, and I'm way too zoomed in here. But we do pick up the kill on the Lynx without taking damage, so that's great. And there's a WZ over there that is going to cause us a problem. I'm re-recording this because the first time I recorded it, I was having trouble concentrating. It's early in the morning. I just woke up on December 31st. And so this should come out before New Year's Day. And we'll put it up, and you guys have something to watch for New Year's Day, I guess. Hope you guys all have a great New Year's and a safe New Year's for those of you that are partaking of beverages and whatever else you guys do on New Year's. I'm old. I don't do much of that anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. So, going to be probably an early night for me. You're going to see my marksmanship is not very good here, even though I've got this guy in the open. I'm not really used to the shell velocity on this. I don't play it a whole lot, and it's quite a bit slower than what I thought it was. So, we're able to get 2 shots in, though. We do pick up that last shot, and I feel like I'm too zoomed in. I probably ought to zoom out a little bit, because quite honestly, you know, that's a huge tank. I can get shots on him at any point in time. Now that WZ is just sitting there in the wide open. I don't understand that. But I see a mill poking up, right? And I'm going to notice him here in a second. So watching your mini-map is very important. And we're trying to get shots on him without falling down. Because if we fall down, that's a death sentence, right? And so we do not get a shot on him. We do get shots, but we don't get him. So now this Liss has made a classic mistake. You never play his position when someone's got the hill, because I can just sit here and shoot him with impunity, right? When he's turned away. So not a bad game so far. 800 damage. We'll take that all day long. And we're gonna, and the 7032, is it? He fires at us and misses, and so we back off, and we're gonna call that good. And as we have a mill in our backfield, but I'm more concerned with these guys on the hill, because quite honestly, the guys on the hill for me are the bigger threat. Whoa, that's a Skoda, and I get kind of lucky there that he does not hit me. He must be on a reload. So to get gun depression, I've got to back up here a little bit. This thing does not have great gun depression or great elevation, and we take our first hit of the game from the Skoda T56, unfortunately. So we're going to pay that guy back, though. Don't you worry. So we're up to 2 kills, 1,300 damage, but we've lost half our health, right? So that's not a good thing. And then we take a huge hit from that tank in the back that's been chilling there all game. Now, he's not in a very good position, really, because his armor doesn't count for much in that situation. So, yes, we're going to go for a cupola shot on this guy, the Skoda, and we do pick him up. So, but we missed the 7032, and now it's getting a little bit dire, right? It's 8-8, which is fine. And if this STA2 had been paying attention, he had shots on me, but he's not. And I'm unlit now, I'm sure. So, but our T-77 and our E-75TS do come up, and they're able to take out the enemies. So we do have the hill, which is great. But let me tell you guys something. Don't stay on the hill. At the end of the game, the hill is kind of useless. Because everybody knows if you win the hill, people are going to sit on the hill. So they're going to hide from that, right? They are just not going to be in a position where you can shoot them from the hill. Now, I make a few mistakes this game. I've already made a couple that have gotten me down to low hit points. And now I think I'm going to make another one here. I feel like it's a mistake. It's a risk. Now, we've loaded gold rounds. I really want to get rid of this TD. And we're able to kind of cut off to the side. And what that does is it forces him to fire before he's aimed. I know he has bad gun handling, but it also gives that Progetto a shot on us. And it isolates us, right? So that Progetto I'm a one-shot for. So I really should not have pushed that. But you know me, I like to push the tempo of games. That's just the way it goes. And I think pushing this way was okay, but I think, you know, get in this bush and just wait and see if someone pushes up, because what happens is we get lit here. And the heavy tank does not really have a shot on me, and the Progetto admittedly has a very small shot on me, but he does have a shot on me. But if I'd stayed in this bush, that bush that's right behind me there, I think that we could have relit that Progetto, because he is very active and moving around. As well he should be, but quite honestly, they should have taken the other side of the map. If I had seen the enemy light tank over here, I would have immediately went this direction. So, I'll be honest, I'm not really very good at light tanks in this map. I know that there are places that I could go, perhaps, and look at that. Look how lucky I got there. He hit my tracks. Sometimes it takes a little luck, folks. But notice that my guys have not moved off the hill. Not a single one of them has moved off the hill. And we've got an E75 TS. He's got 344 health, and we've got a T77 with 686 health. You know, neither one of those guys is a one-shot for the AMX. And hold down that E75 TS is a very good tank. It is really hard to pin, especially if he knows how to play it. Unfortunately for me, my team I mean, they're average players. They don't know what to do. I mean, look at me. I would say I'm well above average. I play Unicum stats oftentimes, and not that I'm bragging, but you know, I play this game a lot, and I'm fairly good at it. And even I don't know what to do on this map in this situation. In fact, I might send this into Guido or somebody and see if maybe they have some thoughts on where I should have gone. Now, I do come around this side because I want to see if anybody is trying to flank us, right? I would really like to know that. And it appears as if nobody is. Or if they are, they're in bushes, which means they would have to be in this area. But I'm not getting lit from over there, so my thought is that there's probably nobody there. They have a full health Roomba and a full health AMX M449, and so we're kind of playing this careful, but at the same time we're getting no help. Even if I spot these guys on this other side, let's say I come over here and I spot these guys, right? These guys do not have shots. So lo and behold, our Pershing comes off hill with 19 hit points. He's exactly the guy you don't want to come off hill. But there's only 5 minutes left in the game, and these guys are camping hill for no reason. That position to leave one guy on hill, okay, I understand that. But to have all three guys on hill, and then the only guy that comes down is a super low HP guy in a tank that doesn't really have any armor to speak of, is just a mistake, I think. And I'm getting salty with these guys because they're not playing the game. They're just playing not to lose. And I do not play not to lose. I play to win, right? You guys probably know that about me. Let's see. We're going to hop up into this bush and see if we can see that Roomba. Oftentimes, guys will sit up on this ridge over here and nothing doing. So I'm hoping that Pershing kind of creates a distraction at least, so I can kind of push forward, and that's what I decide to do here. And that's the only reason I'm pushing forward, is because I know that the Roomba is here, and I probably should have angled for shots here on that M449. But there's the Progetto, and apparently we get hit a little bit of assist on him, so that's good. And we're just kind of tooling around, see if we could get shots here. No shots there. And we've got vision on this guy, but not really shots. So the Barask actually is a good player. I noticed he had 2 marks. And so I'm kind of listening to him, like where he says to go. So let's see here. So I probably should have pushed into that bush earlier. But I think that Roomba is pushing me, because they know the other 2 guys are on hill, right? They know that they're on hill. And we get hit in the gun, so I think that's yet another mistake. But again, these 2 guys are doing nothing, which, you know, I got to play around them. That is how you win games, is playing around teammates that aren't doing what you want them to do. And quite honestly, I shouldn't have got salty with them. It probably would have been better if I would have actually said, hey guys, I need some help. Can you come off hill? You know, say something encouraging. Say, I know I can win this game for you guys if you help me out. But I chose not to do that. And now there's 2 minutes left on the game. Less than 2 minutes. So I do something that I really hate to do. I jump on cap to try and bait these guys out, right? Now, if I was in that Pershing, I would have never done that. And the reason I wouldn't have done that is because you can't get away. And I feel like I'm going to have to carry the game. These guys have not shown that they can carry the game. So I feel like it's on my shoulders to carry the game. Now, to his credit, the E75 TS jumps down, and he's able to get nice hold-down shots, right? So we're going to pull around here and take a risk and take him out. Now, the Roomba is all alone. And fortunately for me, I've got 2 heavy tanks with me now. And I'm hoping that this E75 TS is going to be able to help me. And in my effort to get shots on this Roomba, I hit the ruined train, but he does fire. But the good thing about that is that ruined train is really hard to shoot through, especially from further distance. The closer you are to it, the easier it is. And so then we're just going to clean this game up. So all's well that ends well. But I got salty, and I really shouldn't have, guys. I really shouldn't have, because these guys are probably average players. That's fine. They are just playing their game, and I was frustrated because I couldn't figure out how to win the game. And so I apologize for that. But I did want to show you guys this, an ace tanker. I don't get salty too often, so I get to show you that too, that I'm not the greatest human being in the world. I try, but it happens. Let's go ahead and look at the after action on this. Okay, here we are at the after action. The only thing we got was an ace tanker and a top gun. We were top of the team with 2467 damage, 6 kills. Our E75 TS did actually do pretty well, as did our T77. They played safe, and that's okay. It's their right to do in their game. So, and I feel like we did end up carrying that game. 24 shots, 18 hits, 16 pens for our 2467 damage. Once again, 9 vehicles hit, 6 killed, 269 assists. So we didn't do a lot of assist in this game. Light tanks on Tundra, the map's just not big enough, and there's too many undulations to get a whole lot of spotting on Tundra. It's just not a very good map for light tanks. It is a good map for autoloaders, but we lost our health early, and that was our fault. So I guess I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys have a great New Year's, and we will catch you guys next time. I will say that we're planning on kind of going no internet in January, so it's likely you won't see any tank replays for quite a while. Hope to catch you next time. Toaster out.